and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Natalie MacDonald. Up next in the studio with me is Dukascopy TV regular Roland Duss of Gonet Cie to discuss China's one-child policy and the relaxation of it. Roland, thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Now, firstly, I have to ask, did you ever think that you would be writing a report on family policy? Talk us through why this topic is of particular interest to Gonet Cie.
Well, first of all, no, indeed, I didn't think I would speak of that any time. But on the other hand, at Gonet & Company, we always look for special investment themes. China is in high demand from our customers. However, the stock market in China is not doing very well. Thus, we look for any opportunities that could arise, and the relinquishing of the one-child policy is a huge opportunity for investors.
Now, before we come on to the specific policy itself, can you talk us through the current status of China's population workforce?
The population workforce in China has, for the first time in 2012, decreased by 3.2 million people. It reaches now 74.3% of the total population. This is the people aged from 15 to 59 years. If going forward, they maintain this share of the elderly will be over 1/3 by 2050. The authorities have recognized the problem. They have already increased the retirement age for both sexes to 65 years. But even in this case, older people will be over 1/4 of the population by 2050. Thus, the authorities need to do something to improve the situation.
Now, babies, I've been told, need sort of a lot of equipment, nappies, toys, you're looking at baby care as well. And these are all costs that Gonet Cie have factored into your discussion. Can you expand on the immediate economic impact the rise in the birth rate could have on China's economy?
The impact is going to be huge. The market for baby toys, cares, products, milk, and so on, is right now at around $30 billion. It's a market that increases by over 20% per year. Certain segments go up to 30% per year. If the one-child policy is relinquished, we will have 4 million more babies a year in China. That will reach about 20 million babies instead of 16. This means that concretely, the market can double to $60 billion by 2015, which is huge for the companies active in the field.
Touching on companies there, what about the broader impact, for example, global companies that trade in China? Well,
the global impact is not that big as one can think as far as the international companies are concerned. Procter & Gamble is a market leader with diapers, Johnson & Johnson in the baby care. Nestle is very well positioned in the infant food. But for instance, for Nestle, sales in this segment in China represents only 7% of the total turnover of the company, which means that even a 20% increase will have little impact. The major Western company that is involved in China and has 30% of market share, 30% of its turnover, 37% of its EBIT is Mead Johnson Nutrition. They are a worldwide leader for infant nutrition. And this company stands to benefit a lot from the expansion of the birth rate. Other actors are basically local companies. Two of them stand to benefit a lot. Hang-On International, which is a diaper, number 2 in the diaper segment, and one brand new company that in 3 years has already 15% of the baby care product is Prince Frog. And this company achieves tremendous growth rates.
Is there not perhaps the counter-argument that the financial demands of a baby could have a negative impact on household budgets and perhaps consumer sentiment? And similarly, will maternity leave not create sort of a drag on the workforce, as it were?
Well, let's face it. Luckily, the Chinese population is getting an increase in disposable income every year between 10 and 15%. In addition, if authorities relinquish this one-child policy, they may as well also enact some financial assistance measures, which means that there should be not too much problem for the households to have 2 kids instead of the average right now of 1.6. In addition, as far as maternity leave is concerned, of course, this is a problem, but it is a temporary problem. And the government is trying to assess a long-term problem, which is having enough manpower for the growing Chinese economy.
Roland, thank you very much for coming in and sharing your insight on this matter. Starting the day off today then with babies. Don't go away. We've still got plenty more coming up for you right here at Dukascopy TV. Goodbye for now.